like, what do you think we should do with your hair today?
I want to do the usual, do a little taper around the sideburns and the back, and then take a little bit off the top and the sides.
Alright.
Yeah.
We'll make you look great.
He's got great hair. It's kind of wavy, curly, so you know it's going to need some precision cutting for it to properly sit. That's one of the reasons he keeps coming back to me. And I appreciate customers like this because I've moved to Williamsburg recently, and he's followed me to every single shop I've worked at in the last year and a half. So let's get straight into this haircut. I begin with debulking with a number 4 guard using my Lo Pro FX1s. And I gotta tell you, these clippers can cut. And when I say they can cut, they cut clean. Easy to use, right amount of weight, not bulky, just an all-around great clipper, and completely impressed. Like, I can't describe how impressed I am. You guys constantly outdo yourselves. I like to work my way down. Some barbers find it easier to fade up versus down. I don't really mind which direction I do it, but to be honest, I kind of go back and forth throughout the entire haircut. I feel like there isn't a set way to achieve the perfect fade, but I like to do a little bit of both because it's like a balance. With years of experience, you kind of figure out, you develop that barber's eye, and it's much easier than to stick to a specific way to fade. So I like to bring it all together with my clipper over comb technique. It just connects more naturally. It's kind of like freehanding it. It also complements that initial 4 guard that I used, and because he's not going for a super short cut, he likes to keep it more full around the crown. It just contours the head way better. And with the clipper over comb, you basically have more control versus using the guard system, because everyone's head shape is just different, and you can't just use one method on every single customer because it just doesn't work. That's why I say, like, usually the first time you cut someone's hair, yeah, you may cut it nice, but you got to keep developing that style every single time, specifically tailored to that customer, because his head shape is different than your next customer's, right? So you got to keep advancing and working your skills individually with each customer. Now, the lineup is my favorite part, and I'm using the Babyliss FXOne trimmers. They are hitting so clean today. I don't know, just got them out of the box. I love them. Like I said, they've been putting a lot of effort into these clippers and trimmers, even the shavers. They're just great. And as you guys can see, now I'm using their shaver, the Babyliss Pro shavers, the FX1. I love them. They're great. Foil shaver is amazing. It just feels way better than that old bulky ones that they used to have. This one's just easier on the hands, and it also has that option where you can, like, I guess, not have it fixed in one direction and kind of like move as you're moving the clipper to the shape of the head. I'm going to be spraying the hair down, just prepping my workspace so I can later lift the hair with ease and have more control throughout the entire cutting process. That's just key. That's procedure. I decided to cut around 1 inch all around just so that I don't lose any of the waviness, because he did specify that he still wants to have that waviness and that bounce, and if I cut off too much, I may lose that waviness and bounce, and it'll be a little bit more frizzy because it'll kind of stick out from all different lengths because it's kind of wavy and curly. So you got to keep that in mind when cutting hair like this. Like, you don't want to cut off too much and just mess up. That's like the worst case scenario. And then I always like to add a little bit of point cutting, just a little, nothing major. It gives it a little bit more of a textured look, and it just flows better all around, especially once it dries up. You have less of that frizz going on. I guess it kind of sits well. I wash my client's hair and apply some hair tonic because you want your customers to experience only the best possible service, and that goes a long way in our field. If your barber isn't giving you something extra, whether it's tonic or product, to be honest, he's kind of falling behind on his game. Like, I think every customer should be treated like a king in the barber chair. Those little things kind of add up to the experience, and that'll just keep them coming back, and word of mouth, it's just the best thing that you can do for your future. So I made sure to add some Lay-Right Natural Matte Cream to my client's hair because I felt that even though I'm going to comb it through, it gives it a clean and dry look. Plus, once it gets a bit more messy on its own, it's going to pop really nicely, and that volume will be consistent throughout the whole day. And that's the look that my customer is looking for. I've been using Layrite for years, and their trusted brand, water-based products are amazing. So if you have any other hair products that you like to use, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about it. Are there alternatives to Layrite that are water-based? I'd love to try something else, but until then, I'm gonna stick with Layrite because it served me well all these years. Now let's take a quick look at the before, and here's the after. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time.
All right, what do you think, bro?
Just the change is just so drastic, and it's perfect. This is exactly what I've come to before. We did a little different to that,
Yeah.
and it's perfect. I think this is what I'm gonna keep asking for.
Okay. Would you recommend my services to your friends and family?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Nobody outside of telling me it's
And bro, he's been following me all over Manhattan. So I'm in Williamsburg, so like he literally goes 40 minutes out of his way just to meet me. So thank you, bro. Thank
Of course, bro. Thank you.
you, man. All right, bro.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.